Good morning and welcome to another episode of Back to the Past. This time of year, say March through May, is really tough to work around the weather in northwest Arkansas. It seems like these are our stormiest months. Now, I don't know if because in the past, if it wasn't quite as bad, or if the fact is that I traveled a long distance to get here and I was willing to work through just about anything. Now I have the comfort of just going upstairs and climate control, so it's easier for me to say, oh, to heck with it, this can wait till tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and try to get started. Supposed to have a storm coming in on Saturday, which is just a couple days away. I'll see how far I can get. I'd like to have at least one pier poured by then. But the first step is to get this tree down. Now, we'll take a closer look at the tree. It really isn't much to look at. Unfortunately, it's been broken down by high winds and snow in the past, so the upper part of it has a lot of broken branches. So it's no big deal to take it down to me. The one thing I've got, well, two things I got working against with me is we've got a wind starting to pick up. It's supposed to get pretty severe later today. It started out that it was working against me, and now it's working a little bit in my favor in that it's coming from the south. The tree has a lean in that direction, and really my safest way to take it down, about the only way to take it down, is in that direction. So I've got the tractor hooked up to it. I'll go ahead and make my initial cuts, and then I will get in the tractor and see if I can give it a little bit of a pull. The last thing that I want is for it to fall on my cabin, or my barn, which is just out of the picture to your right. Let's take a look at that tree. Again, this is hardly a pretty tree. I've already got a little tension on that rope. If we look up in it, you can see a lot of broken branches. It's actually quite a tall tree, and that's a lot because of the competition in this area. Now, this one is already competing with that maple, which is actually a pretty nice tree. It's leaning a bit, so this one's only going to help that one to grow better. And like I say, I'm not really missing a lot by taking it down. It is on the ground and it fell in the correct direction, but I must say I was having my doubts. When I first started putting tension on it after I got a good part of that back cut made, it actually started leaning even further that way, had some stretch in the rope, and I thought, oh my goodness, if that rope breaks, it's absolutely not going to fall this way, because it had quite a lean. Fortunately, I was able to put some more tension on it without that rope breaking, but I'll tell you what, sitting on the tractor, that tree looked awfully tall as it was falling, so I had to get off. Anyway, I'll be right back. Let's cut it up. That has the little tree project all taken care of and cleaned up now, so I'm ready to go anytime now on the piers. I had never, before buying this property, cut down a deciduous tree. I've cut down, gee whiz, probably 100 cords of firewood that's been pine in Colorado. And there's a huge difference in the way the trees grow. The hardwoods here get quite a canopy on them, and I really didn't know what to expect. Fortunately, just about every cut that I've made, every tree that I've dropped has landed just exactly where I wanted it to. So that's a good thing. Now, probably one of the most hasty situations I've been in happened today when I saw that big tall tree falling toward the tractor. It looked like it was going to go further than it did, so I didn't waste any time getting off the doggone tractor. Anyway, that was my experience. I don't know if you saw it on the video or not. This old man hasn't done a whole lot of strenuous work during the winter, and I'm actually kind of worn out and hungry, so I think I'm going to call this an episode, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for being here.